Some nights destroy everything, some truths break families forever, and my granddaughter deserves to know what happened before her mother's tears began. Asterisk, my name is Ayla Morgan, though now everyone simply calls me Nani. I am 73 years old, and my bones have stories older than the walls of this house. I have learned that the quietest nights often hide the darkest storms. And tonight, my heart forces me to open the past like a long locked drawer, the kind that stings your fingers just by touching it. Asterisk, before everything shattered, we lived in a town named a peaceful place where neighbors smiled to icily and secrets slept under carpets. My daughter, Selena Morgan, was the brightest thing in my dull world, ambitious, graceful, and far too trusting for her own good. She worked as a head nurse at St. Haven Medical Center, known for saving lives, while silently ruining ours. Asterisk, Selena's husband, Dr. Kean Hartley, was a man carved out of intelligence and charm. A well-known cardiologist with elegant hands that healed hearts, except the one that beat for my daughter. He was always polished, a gentleman in public, but his eyes held storms. No one noticed except me. Asterisk, they had one child, Mia Hartley, my sweet granddaughter, only 9 years old at that time. Mia adored her father, worshipped him like he was a superhero, and maybe that made everything worse. There was one more member of our life, Nurse Zariah Vale Young. Stunning, in a dangerous way, the kind of beauty that makes clocks stop ticking and marriages stop breathing. Selena trusted her. Kean hired her. Asterisk, and I feared her from the moment I met her. Asterisk, I wish my fear had been wrong. Asterisk, on the night when everything changed. Rain tapped against the windows like an impatient warning. Selena had left early in the morning for her extended shift. Kean said he would join her later. Mia fell asleep early, cuddled in her pink blanket, dreaming the dreams children deserve. But Kean didn't leave for the hospital. Instead, he wore his best cologne, a scent I recognized, the one he sprayed only for anniversaries or seductions. Asterisk, I sat silently on the living room couch, pretending to knit while watching him pretend to be a faithful husband. He avoided my eyes like a child caught stealing. Asterisk, time crawled slow, until the doorbell rang. Asterisk, I swear my heart froze. Asterisk, because there she was, asterisk, Zariah Vale, in a long beige raincoat, hair dripping, cheeks flushed, lips curved into a smile no married man should ever see. Asterisk, emergency meeting at the hospital, she said, too quickly, too confidently. Asterisk, Kean, eyes betrayed him, trust collapsed. My chest turned heavy, like God himself sat upon it. Asterisk, but I stayed quiet. An old woman sees more than she speaks. They walked upstairs together. Asterisk, he said it was to review patient files. Asterisk, funny how patient files lock doors behind them. Asterisk, funny how medicine sounds like laughter and low moans. Stood near the staircase, fears swallowing me alive. The walls whispered what I already knew. 7 steps, 7 breaths, 7 prayers. Then, I opened the door. Asterisk, the sight hit me like 1,000 knives. Asterisk, Zariah's coat was on the floor. Kean's hands were on her waist. Their lips, where love for my daughter should have been, were tangled in betrayal. My voice broke before the words did. Kean. They jumped apart, guilt dripping like blood from fresh wounds. Zariah grabbed her coat. Kean grabbed his lies. Ayla, it's not what you think. Stammered. Asterisk, not what I think. Asterisk, did they think I was blind, or stupid, or dead? Asterisk, you are destroying my daughter, I whispered, shaking, furious, grieving. Asterisk, and then something happened I will never forget. Kean didn't apologize. He didn't panic. He didn't show a single drop of love for Selena. Instead, he blamed her. Asterisk, she's never home. She cares more about the hospital than this marriage. A coward defending sin with excuses. I wanted to scream, but a soft voice stopped me. Asterisk, not. Mia stood at the doorway, her tiny figure wrapped in innocence, staring at the ruins of her family. Her father rushed toward her, but she stepped back, frightened. Asterisk, Kean, I said, if you ever cared for your daughter, leave now. He looked at Mia, at the destruction he caused. Without another word, he left with Zariah, the door slamming behind them like a gunshot. Asterisk, silence swallowed the room. Asterisk, Mia ran into my arms, shaking, whimpering, confused. Asterisk, what was Daddy doing? She cried. I held her tighter, wishing love could erase memories. He just made a mistake. I whispered, but we both knew mistakes. Don't kiss people like that. Asterisk. The storm outside growled as if the skies themselves were grieving. Asterisk that night, I tucked Mia into bed and watched her sleep, wondering how much pain her tiny heart could hold. I made one promise to myself: no matter how dark the world becomes, asterisk, I will protect Mia, even if I have to fight demons wearing doctor coats. Asterisk, asterisk, but nightmares don't end after one night. Asterisk the next morning, Selena returned home smiling, excited to surprise her husband. She brought his favorite pastries. She bought him a new watch. She carried love in her hands, and she had no idea her world was already ash. I wanted to tell her, I wanted to warn her, but I looked into her hopeful eyes, and my voice collapsed. She asked, "Is Kian at the hospital?" I nodded. Lie number 1. Asterisk a lie to protect her heart. At least for one more day. Asterisk but the universe had already decided. Her heart would not survive untouched, because that night, a bigger storm was coming. A storm named truth. Asterisk, asterisk, what if the person you love the most becomes the person who destroys you? Asterisks tomorrow, the truth will explode, and nothing will ever be the same again. Asterisk, asterisk, she trusted him with her life. Asterisk, she trusted her with her job. Asterisk, but trust can kill faster than betrayal. Asterisk, asterisk, morning sunshine filled the kitchen like nothing had ever gone wrong. As if the night hadn't tried to kill us from the inside, Selena hummed while preparing breakfast, her eyes glowing with love for the very man who had ripped that love apart just hours ago. Asterisk, she carefully arranged pastries on a plate, thinking they were a surprise. She placed a small gold-wrapped box beside it, thinking it was a gift. She looked toward the door every few minutes, thinking he would walk in smiling. Asterisk, I stood behind her quietly, feeling guilt crawl up my throat like poison. She noticed my silence. "Mama Ayla, are you okay?" she asked. I forced a smile, a painful mask. Yes, just a little cold. Lie number 2. The kind that doesn't save hearts, only delays their breaking. Asterisk Mia sat silently at the table, staring at her cereal. She didn't know how to pretend. Children feel truth sooner than adults, because their hearts are still honest. Asterisk when Selena leaned to kiss her forehead, Mia flinched, not from fear but confusion. Asterisk sweetheart, did you have a bad dream? Selena asked. Asterisk Mia glanced at me, tears trembling in her lashes. My heart cracked again. Selena brushed it off, because love blinds even the smartest. Asterisk hours passed, with waiting. Asterisk waiting turns hope into torture. Asterisk Selena's smile slowly faded into impatience. Asterisk impatience turned to worry. Asterisk worry turned to trembling hands. She dialed Kian's number again. No answer. She called the hospital. He isn't here today, they said. Asterisk her face went white like blood, leaving the body. Asterisk I could see the moment reality knocked on her ribs. She grabbed her car keys. "I'm going to find him," she whispered. Asterisk I wanted to hold her, stop her. Asterisk but truth must be seen to be believed. Asterisk we drove to St. Haven Medical Center, a place Selena had dedicated years of her life to. Her colleagues smiled kindly at her, unaware that her world was collapsing behind those brave eyes. Asterisk she asked about Kian, she asked about Zariah. She received the same answer. Asterisk they're off today. Asterisk each word was a hammer, striking her trust. Then destiny delivered a final blow. A junior nurse whispered quietly. Asterisk I saw them leaving together last night. Selena froze, her breath vanished. Asterisk tears welled but refused to fall. Not yet. I held her arm tight. She didn't scream, she didn't cry. She simply walked out in a silence louder than any explosion. Asterisk. As soon as we entered the house, Selena rushed upstairs. She checked the bedroom, the bathroom, the study, searching for something that could deny the nightmare. Asterisk. But denial is a fragile shield. In the corner of the room lay a familiar beige raincoat, Zariah's, and then, the floor shattered beneath her feet. Asterisk she sank down slowly, touching the fabric like it burned her skin. Asterisk this was here last night, she murmured, her voice shaking violently. Wasn't it? Asterisk I had promised myself I would protect her, but lies only delay pain. They never erase it. Yes, I whispered because she deserved truth from at least one person in this house. Asterisk. Selena covered her mouth like she was drowning in disbelief. Asterisk. He cheated on me. In our home. She broke. The first sob escaped. Sharp, raw, painful, echoing through every wall like lightning through a church bell. Asterisk. Mia heard it. She climbed into her mother's lap. She wrapped small arms around a giant heartbreak. Mommy, don't cry. Her voice was a bandage too small for such a deep wound. Selena hugged her back fiercely, like Mia was the only piece left of a world that once made sense. Evenings are cruel when you're waiting for a lie to walk through the door. Hours later, the lock clicked. Keon entered, smelling of expensive cologne and guilt. His shirt was wrinkled, his hair messy, like fingers had been there. Selena stood, eyes red, hands shaking, heart bleeding. Where were you? His lies were lazy. At the hospital. Selena threw the raincoat at his chest. The impact was louder than thunder. Silence, breathing, rage. Tell me the truth, she demanded. Tell me you didn't touch her. Keon's jaw clenched. Shame flickered, then died, replaced by arrogance. I deserve happiness too. He snapped. You're always busy saving everyone else. Selena stepped back, as if he had physically hit her. Saving lives was her crime. Loving him was her punishment. I stepped forward, fury burning my bones. How dare you blame her for your betrayal? He pointed at me, anger unmasked. You had no right to invade my privacy last night. You had no right to destroy this family. I shot back. He turned to Selena again, voice venomous. I'm tired of pretending. I want a divorce. Mia gasped, like all the air was stolen from her tiny chest. Selena clutched her daughter protectively. You're not taking her, she whispered. Double quotes. Oh, I will, he growled. She's mine too. Father, a word he no longer deserved. He stormed out, leaving silence and scars behind him. That night, Selena didn't sleep. She sat near the window staring at the darkness that once felt safe. I joined her, my hand over hers. Why wasn't I enough? She whispered. You were more than enough, I said. He was less. Tears finally fell, freely, fearlessly baptizing her wounds. Mia slept between us, hands curled into tiny fists, fighting nightmares she didn't understand. Outside, stars watched silently, powerless to fix a shattered family. At 3:12 a.m., Selena's phone buzzed. A new message from Keon. It wasn't words, it was a photo. A photo that no wife should ever see. Keon and Zariah half-naked laughing. Celebrating their betrayal. The world tilted. Heart screamed. Selena collapsed into my arms, breathless, broken. Why is love so cruel? She sobbed. Because love given to the wrong person becomes a weapon. As dawn painted the sky pale pink, Selena stood up, not healed, not okay, but angry, and anger can be the beginning of survival. She wiped her tears, she kissed Mia's forehead. She looked at her wedding ring, then ripped it off. I'm done crying, she whispered. I'm going to fight. In her eyes, a fire born from ashes. She turned to me. Mama Ayla, I need your strength. You already have it, I said. And I knew the war was only beginning. He tried to break her, but he forgot. A mother becomes a warrior when her child's heart is at stake. Tomorrow, the battle for Mia begins. He stole her trust. He stole her peace. Now he wants to steal her child. Some mornings carry hope. This one carried war. Selena woke up with determination, sharp as a knife. Her face was tired, but her spirit finally stood on its feet. She made breakfast for Mia, pancakes shaped like stars, the way Keon used to make them, but today, Selena served them with a trembling smile. Mommy, is Daddy coming home? Mia's voice was small, like her courage was running out. Selena froze but didn't break this time. She knelt and cupped her daughter's face. Daddy made a mistake, she said gently, but we are going to be okay. Children don't understand betrayal, they only feel the emptiness it leaves. Mia nodded silently, though her eyes still waited for a hero who was no longer worthy of the title. At 10:17 a.m., the doorbell rang. Selena tensed, but opened the door bravely. Keon stood there, not alone. Beside him, Zariah Vale wearing sunglasses, but everyone could still see her shamelessness. Behind them, a lawyer, holding papers, holding threats. Didn't say hello. He didn't say sorry. He didn't even look at Selena. This house belongs to me, he said coldly. And I want Mia with me for the week. Selena stepped forward, fire in her eyes. You will not take my daughter anywhere near that woman, she hissed. Zariah smirked, a smile soaked in poison. Kian signaled his lawyer. We'll let the court decide. He tried to walk inside, but Selena blocked him like a lioness, protecting her cub. I moved beside her. Even old bones can become armor when family needs defending. And you, Selena glared at Zariah. You think you'll replace me? You think you'll mother my child with those tainted hands? For the first time I saw Zariah hesitate. Guilt flickered, but greed killed it instantly. Kian leaned close, lowering his voice to venom. You pushed me away. Selena. You chose your job over me. No, she whispered. I chose us. You chose her. The lawyer forced papers into Selena's hands. Court date, in 3 days. Betrayal moves fast when selfish hearts lead. They left, but the damage stayed like poison in the air. Selena spent the day, gathering her strength like scattered glass. She spoke to her boss, told him everything. He offered her extended leave. He hugged her like a father. For the first time, she allowed herself to lean on someone. Mia drew pictures in her notebook, a family of 3, with a big black X on the father. Art sometimes screams truths. Children cannot speak. At night, Selena sat at the dining table reviewing documents, her hands shaking but her resolve solid. I made tea, chamomile to calm storms inside. Mama, she whispered. What if I lose her? What if the court believes him? I held her face gently, like she was still my little girl. No judge will ever give a child to a man who abandoned his family for lust. I said. You are her heart. He is just her mistake. Selena finally cried again, but this time, each tear built a stronger version of her. 3 days later, the courthouse stood tall and unforgiving. It smelled like justice mixed with fear. Kian arrived in a perfectly tailored suit. Hand in hand with Zariah as if betrayal needed a partner to walk proudly. Mia clung to Selena's side, frightened by the echoing halls. The judge, a stern woman with tired eyes, looked at both parents like she'd seen this tragedy a million times. The lawyers argued. Kian painted himself as a loving father. Selena was accused of being too busy, too absent, too dedicated to helping others. But truth has a voice, and sometimes it's small. Mia's statement was required. She was taken into a private room, one glass wall separating her from us. The judge knelt down to her level. Mia, who do you want to stay with? Silence. Her little fingers twisted her dress. Then, she looked at her mother, and pointed at her. Mummy keeps me safe, she whispered. Daddy hurts mommy's heart. The courtroom swallowed that sentence whole. Even. Kian's lawyer lowered his head. Stare turned into ice, because children see true monsters. The judge made her decision. Temporary custody. Selena Hartley. Kian would only get supervised visits. Victory. But victory never removes scars. Outside the courthouse, relief kissed the air. Selena hugged Mia tight, a hug that said, I will never let go. Kian approached, furious, embarrassed. This isn't over, Selena, he warned. Mia will realize someday that you turned her against me. No, Selena replied, voice strong as steel. You turned yourself against her. Zariah pulled him away, but hatred lingered in his eyes. He wanted control. He wanted revenge. He wanted what he didn't deserve. But Selena had something he never valued. A mother's strength. Days passed. Selena rebuilt routines, school drop-offs, bedtime stories, morning smiles. I watched her rise, like a phoenix from soaked ashes. But he grew darker. One evening, he showed up unannounced, drunk, angry, dangerous. He banged the door like a man possessed. Selena refused to open, but Mia woke up crying. I want to see my daughter, he shouted. You had your chance. Selena yelled back, you ruined it. Asterisk he tried breaking the door, pushing violently, screaming curses that burned ears. I dialed the police faster than my fingers could think. Mia sobbed, trembling in Selena's arms. Red and blue lights arrived. Officers held Kian back, his rage exploding into fights and threats. Asterisk, they arrested him for disturbing the peace, and something inside me felt relieved. Finally proof that he was unfit. As they took him away, he roared one sentence that froze our blood. Asterisk, if I can't have her, then no one will. His eyes promised destruction. That was the moment I felt fear for the first time. Not for Selena, not for myself, for Mia, because some wounds don't heal. They turn into monsters. Asterisk, when darkness threatened to swallow us, God sent a flicker of light. Asterisk, his name was Adrian Cole, a child psychologist assigned to help Mia heal. Gentle voice, kind smile, a heart that understood broken things at first. Selena didn't trust any man, not after Kian, but Adrian waited patiently. He helped Mia draw her feelings. He listened when words failed. He became a safe place in a world full of danger. Asterisk, and slowly, Selena's fear learned how to breathe beside him. Her eyes began to see color again. Asterisk, her laughter, rare but real, returned. Asterisk, one afternoon, I saw Adrian watching Selena with a softness only love creates. Asterisk, I smiled, because love didn't leave her, it just returned late. Asterisk, Kian noticed the change. Asterisk, he watched from the shadows, obsessing, planning, boiling. He lost his wife, he lost his reputation, he lost control, and broken men become weapons. Asterisk, the night before his next court hearing, he disappeared. Asterisk, the police couldn't find him. Selena's hands trembled for hours. She didn't sleep, she stood guard outside Mia's room like a warrior queen. Asterisk, I prayed harder than ever for safety, for protection, for peace. But peace is a luxury in stories like ours, because evil always takes one last shot. Asterisk, before the ending. Asterisk, when hate replaces love, revenge becomes the only language left, and he is coming back for more than just his child. Asterisk, he couldn't love them. Asterisk, so he chose to haunt them. Asterisk, and tonight he will destroy everything. Asterisk, I have lived through wars, I have buried loved ones, but never have I felt fear like the fear that night brought. Asterisk, it started with silence, the kind that wraps itself around your throat. Asterisk, Selena stayed awake, eyes fixed on Mia's room door, like a soldier guarding her kingdom. I sat on the couch, rosary in my hand, whispering prayers that tasted of desperation. Asterisk, Adrian visited earlier to check on Mia. She laughed a little today. A small victory, in a battlefield of heartbreak. He promised security cameras would be installed tomorrow. He promised safety. He promised hope. But tomorrow didn't wait. Danger came early. Asterisk, at 2:46 a.m. A window cracked, not fully, just enough. Enough for fear to slip in like smoke. Asterisk, Selena rushed to lock it, but something caught her attention. Footprints, wet, fresh, leading toward Mia's window. My blood turned to ice. He's here, Selena whispered, barely breathing. Asterisk, before I could respond, the power cut out, every light died. Darkness became a monster. Asterisk, Mia woke up screaming. Selena ran to her heart, pounding like thunder. I followed every step, heavy with dread. Asterisk, the alarm from the security system, installed last year by Kian, suddenly beeped. He knew the house too well. He knew the codes. Asterisk, then a voice, broken, furious, familiar, erupted from downstairs. Asterisk, if you won't let me be a father, I'll take what's mine. Asterisk, Selena clutched Mia tighter, shielding her child with her own trembling body. Asterisk, Kian, please, she begged from the stairs. Asterisk, not in front of our daughter. Asterisk, oh, you our daughter. He spat. Asterisk, you turned her against me. He stepped into the living room, eyes wild, shirt soaked from rain, fists clenched. Soraya wasn't with him tonight. This hatred belonged to him alone. Mia buried her face in Selena's neck. Whimpering, Kian saw that, and it fueled his rage. You think she'll love you after I'm done? I'll make sure she hates you just as much as I do. Asterisk, he reached inside his coat and pulled out a knife. My heart nearly stopped. Selena backed up, shielding Mia completely. Asterisk, please, she's just a child. Selena pleaded. Asterisk, exactly, Kian growled. Asterisk, she's the only thing I ever did right, and now I'm losing that too. Asterisk, Selena pushed me aside, forcing me behind her. She became something else in that moment. something stronger than fear itself. A mother, asterisk, Keon. Listen to me, she said, voice shaking but fierce. Asterisk, you walk out that door and go to the police. You can still fix this. Asterisk, he laughed, a sound that didn't belong to a human heart. Then he lunged. Selena grabbed a chair and blocked the knife, with splintering like bones. She shoved him back and screamed, Mom, go, call for help. I ran, trembling, fumbling for my phone. Behind me, chaos roared. Asterisk, Keon shouting, Selena fighting, Mia crying. The police line rang. Endless beeps. Hurry, hurry, God, please hurry. Asterisk, asterisk, just when I thought fate had abandoned us, the front door burst open. Adrian, he rushed in before fear could stop him. Asterisk, Keon, dropped the knife. He yelled. Keon turned, hate twisting his features. And who the hell are you? He swung the blade. Adrian blocked with his arm, blood splashing the floor. Asterisk, Selena screamed his name, Adrian. Asterisk, but pain didn't stop him. He tackled Keon. The knife dropped, slid beneath the sofa. They fought, fist against fist, past and present colliding. Asterisk, for the first time, someone fought for us, not against. Asterisk, asterisk, in the struggle, Keon pinned Adrian against the wall. His hand found the knife again. Mia stepped forward, tears streaming, voice trembling. Asterisk, Daddy, stop. Her small voice cracked the monster inside him. He froze, knife shaking in his grip. Asterisk, because even through destruction, asterisk, even through hate, asterisk, children still see the father they loved. Mia reached her hand out, fragile, brave. I don't want you to go away, asterisk, but you're making mommy cry. Asterisk, you're making me cry. Keon fell backwards, breath shattered, knife clattering away. He looked at his daughter as if seeing her for the first time. Asterisk, and suddenly, his rage turned to despair. I'm sorry, he whispered, a broken man kneeling in broken life. Asterisk, then the sirens arrived. Asterisk, asterisk, police stormed inside, ordering him down. Keon didn't resist. He didn't speak. Asterisk, he just stared at Mia, tears he didn't deserve staining his face. They handcuffed him, dragged him away, and he didn't even scream this time. Maybe he finally understood the damage he had become. Asterisk, Selena collapsed. I held her until she could breathe again. Asterisk, Adrian was rushed to the hospital, bleeding but alive, because heroes bleed too. Mia didn't sleep the rest of the night. She sat hugging her stuffed bear, staring at the door where her father disappeared. Asterisk, and in that silence, childhood ended for her. Asterisk, asterisk, weeks passed. Asterisk, Keon was denied bail, crimes stacked higher than his reputation ever stood. Restraining orders ensured he would never come near us again. Zariah resigned from the hospital, vanished from town, guilt or shame. We never knew. Asterisk, Adrian recovered slowly, his arms scarred but his heart still wide open. Asterisk, Selena apologized to him 100 times. Asterisk, he told her, love doesn't need apologies, only honesty. Asterisk, Mia started drawing again. Pictures of 3 people, Mummy, Grandma, asterisk, Dr. Adrian, with a cape. Asterisk, life didn't magically fix itself. Asterisk, but it breathed again. Asterisk, asterisk, Adrian came to visit one day with flowers. Asterisk, not red, no reminders of love that once bled, but yellow, the color of healing. Selena smiled, a real smile that reached her eyes. Mama Ayla. She whispered to me later that night, do you think love can come twice? Asterisk, I kissed her forehead the same way I did when she was little. Yes, my child, I said. Sometimes love arrives late, because it waits until you're ready. Asterisk, Selena held Mia's hand, and for the first time in a long time, hope didn't feel like a lie. One evening, I found Mia on the porch, staring at the stars. Asterisk, do you miss him? I asked gently. She nodded. Yes, but I don't miss how he yelled, or how mommy cried. She looked up at me, young but wise. Can someone be bad and good at the same time? My heart ached, but I answered honestly, yes, sweetheart. Asterisk, but sometimes the bad wins inside them. Asterisk, and then we must stay safe. Asterisk, she hugged me tight because answers don't erase pain. Asterisk, asterisk, life stretched forward, not perfect, but possible. Asterisk, Selena returned to work, stronger than ever. Asterisk, Mia started therapy, healing slow but steady. Adrian stayed because love that chooses you is the love that matters, and me. Asterisk, I watched them build a future from shattered pieces, a future more beautiful because it survived the fire. Asterisk, but I have learned one thing in this long life. Stories don't end where we want them to. They end where truth decides. Asterisk, and our truth is still unfolding, because the final chapter has not been written yet. Asterisk. There is one more night, one more twist, one more heartbreak. Asterisk. Before our story finally rests. Asterisk, he's locked away, but the past has keys we don't know about. And the final storm is still waiting. Asterisk, he thought he could break us. Asterisk, he thought fear would win. Asterisk, but love, truth, and courage are stronger than betrayal. Asterisk, I have lived 73 years, but that night, the night everything finally ended, felt like it would last forever. My name is Ayla Morgan, and I have watched generations rise and fall, loved and lose, trust and fear. But even I was unprepared for the storm that was about to hit us once more. Keon had been arrested, his threats silenced by handcuffs and law. Yet evil doesn't always obey the law. It waits. It lingers in shadows. It whispers in empty hallways. And that night, it whispered through the phone with a voice Mia could not forget. Asterisk, your daughter will regret this. The message read, no name, no signature, but I knew. It was him. Selena held the phone in her trembling hands, staring at it as if it were a snake ready to bite. Mia clutched her blanket, trying to hide, trying to understand why the father she once loved could be so cruel. I held them both close, whispering prayers that had grown hoarse from years of use, asking for protection, for courage, for survival. Asterisk, Adrian arrived, moments later, sensing the tension from miles away. His presence calmed them, but fear lingered in the air like smoke. He won't touch you again, Adrian said softly. I promise. We'll stay one step ahead. I nodded, trusting him, because heroes sometimes arrive late, but arrive exactly when they're needed. Asterisk, the clock struck midnight. Asterisk, Mia slept finally, exhausted from the day's fears. Asterisk, Selena and I were sitting by the fireplace, talking in whispers about hope and justice. The house seemed quiet, but the shadows moved differently, sharper, longer, almost alive. Then, a crash shattered the fragile calm. Keon had escaped. He was in the house. My heart froze. Selena grabbed Mia instinctively. Asterisk, I grabbed the cane I'd leaned against the wall, my last defense. Asterisk, Keon appeared in the hallway, drenched from rain, eyes wild, clothes torn from his struggle with the police during the escape. He held a crowbar, not a knife this time. He didn't scream, he didn't yell, he simply moved like a predator, calm, deliberate, terrifying. Asterisk, give me my daughter, he said, voice low, venomous. Asterisk, you stole her from me. Asterisk, Selena stood in front of Mia like a wall built from love and fury. She's not yours to take. You destroyed the trust. You destroyed our family. Leave now, or I will call the police again, and this time, you won't leave alive. Keon laughed, a sound that made the walls shiver. You think law can stop me. You think fear will protect you. Asterisk, I whispered a prayer, feeling the weight of 73 years of survival. This was the final night, the night courage would either fail or triumph. Asterisk, Selena grabbed a fire poker from the hearth. She wasn't thinking. She didn't have time to think. All she knew was protecting her child. She swung it with every ounce of strength, and Keon stumbled back. Surprised. Asterisk, Adrian grabbed a heavy lamp, joining the fight. I stayed close to Mia, whispering her name, keeping her calm, keeping her heart safe. The battle was messy, chaotic, a blur of fear, anger, and raw survival instinct. Asterisk, Keon lunged again. But Selena and Adrian were faster together. They forced him to the floor. He tried to rise, screaming threats, but he was trapped. Every ounce of darkness in him had nowhere to go. Asterisk, Mia peeked through the doorway. She watched as her mother, the woman she had always seen as gentle, became unstoppable. She watched as love turned into protection, fear into courage. For the first time, Mia felt safe. For the first time, she understood what real strength looked like. Asterisk, finally, Keon lay on the floor, exhausted, defeated by the people he thought were weaker than him. Selena stood over him, chest heaving, eyes blazing with both fury and sorrow. Asterisk, you were supposed to love her, she said, voice trembling, but you chose destruction, and now, your choice ends here. Asterisk, the police arrived seconds later, called by Adrian earlier. They took him away this time for good. Not a handcuff, not a restraining order, but imprisonment where he could no longer harm us. Asterisk, Mia ran into Selena's arms, sobbing with relief. Mummy, It's over, she whispered. Yes, baby, it's over, Selena said, kissing her forehead. I watched them, my daughter and granddaughter, finally free from the shadow that had stalked us for months. Days turned into weeks. Selena took time off work to heal, to rebuild, to laugh again. Mia returned to school, drawing pictures full of light instead of darkness. Adrian stayed, always kind, always patient, guiding them gently back to joy. We never forgot the nights of fear. We never forgot the betrayal. But we also learned that love, courage, and truth can survive anything if you hold on tight. One evening, as the sun set over Silverpine, I sat on the porch with Selena and Mia. The breeze was soft. The house was finally quiet. Mia looked up at her mother. Mommy, can people really change? Selena smiled, holding her hand. Sometimes, but some people are too broken to ever be safe, and that's why we stay together, strong, and never let fear win. I squeezed their hands, feeling hope rise like sunlight through storm clouds. This was the moment life began again. Not perfect, not easy, but ours. As I tell this story, years later, I want every person listening to know, fear is powerful, betrayal is cruel, and some hearts are dangerous beyond words. But love is stronger, truth is unstoppable, and courage can raise even the smallest child to fight monsters, save lives, and reclaim the world stolen from them. Selena and Mia survived because they never stopped believing in each other. I survived because I refused to let evil win, and now I can rest knowing that my granddaughter, my daughter, and all of us are finally safe. The night that tried to destroy us, became the night that forged warriors. Some nights are darker than death. Some truths shatter everything. But courage, love, and a mother's heart, are stronger than any storm. And now, my children, as I tell you this story, remember one thing: life will test you. Betrayal may strike, and darkness may visit your door, but the heart that loves, the courage that protects, and the bonds of family, they are unbreakable. Never let fear decide your path, never let anyone steal your peace, and always rise, even from the deepest pain. This is our story, our survival, and a promise that no matter how cruel the night, the morning always brings hope.